This video was sponsored by Enhance, Elbilmek, ABRP Planner, Kempower and bilkomponenter. We're back home. Let's take a look at the result. You see, the performance Juniper is actually right on par with the old Model Y Performance from 2022. We have some Minerva, okay, but Falcon at least, they should be good. They should be quite grippy. And then they are roughly the same. It's claimed to be 3.5 second now. Before it was 3.7. I got 3.7. And then when it comes to the horsepower, 570 is what we got from the CAN bus, and then before it was 555 or 54, but then the car was a bit lighter, so the horsepower versus weight makes sense. We had actually, well, we had wet road this time, yes, but I've seen it before. I can go further up and show you that I did some Model 3 performance. This was MC Hammer. 3.4 seconds. This is the glorious time with the Panasonic battery. Make Tesla great again. No, but you know, Tesla, they have very good traction control and they are fairly light. So even on wet roads, even with winter tires, they grip as good as on summer tires like P and P0 here. See, so yeah, which means that the test I got here should be valid. I did all I could to preheat the battery to high enough temperature and so on. Wait, there's a slight chance that the battery is too hot. It was around 45 degrees, I think. But maybe it doesn't like being too hot. But I mean, according to spec, it's only 470 horsepower. So we even got 570 from CAN bus, right? So after losses, we might be 470 on the wheels. But at least I couldn't get this time, except for if you look at here. What Tesla tends to do is that for performance models, they would say the 3.5 second is with 1 foot rollout, and then it matches it. Yeah. Okay, and then right next is noise. Noise got a big upgrade, but I just wonder where, because it was even in the wet. You see that all the other cars here, they are in dry, and from my experience, wet roads usually adds around 0.5 decibels. So you can take this and you can shave off 0.5 decibels and you get it to roughly 64.5 or 6. Then we are in the top 10. That is simply amazing that 21-inch 35 profile tire can be so quiet. I know that Pirelli P0, they have acoustic foam in it and they are quiet. They are actually very quiet. That could be it, but I don't know what else Tesla did. Maybe they actually upgraded the car's soundproofing. However, there's one thing. Well, so actually, this Model Y Performance is the quietest Model Y I ever tested. You will see many other Model Ys down here, or maybe in the winter result here. This is the old, okay, but with Minerva, okay. But okay, so I have one point here, which is that the Juniper here has that adjustable damper thingy, and I know from experience that an SUV version of something, you know, there's like a sedan version, SUV, and the SUV version has more suspension travel, and that usually results in lower road noise, and we have road noise in Norway is somewhat significant, so that could explain why that with this soft, maybe better suspension on the Performance Juniper, you get better noise. So there you guys have it. If you want a faster car than before, then no, there's apparently no upgrade, at least according to my test. But if you want a quieter car and a more comfortable car, and a sexier car, then go get the performance Juniper. And actually right now I'm sitting in the smart #5 Brabus, and I have to say, man, the driving feel between these two cars are like worlds apart, because I switched directly from the Juniper to this, and then drove, and then back again. So I noticed that the Tesla feels planted on the road, nice and comfy, but still have that firmness. Just goes like a rocket, of course. This car has even more horsepower, the Brabus, but the Brabus feels a bit more boat. Like when you accelerate, the nose goes a bit up. When you decelerate or brake, it goes down a bit. In the curves, it wags more, you know? It's kind of, I mean, it's a Brabus, you know? But yeah, and this car, as far as I know, the Brabus does not have any CDC or any adjustable damper or anything like that, but Tesla has it in the Juniper, in the performance Juniper. So I noticed in Juniper, when you go on motorway or actually over bumps anywhere really, it settles quickly. It goes to the bump and then you just, okay, it doesn't kill your spine like the previous generation Model Y. You get that firmness, but also that comfort, but also doesn't bounce too much. This car, I feel like it bounces a little bit more. It feels not as refined as Tesla. So yeah, very useful that very insightful that I was able to test this car actually more or less side by side with the Juniper, and then I can give you guys my input on how I experienced the Juniper. So overall, I mean, the Model Y, yeah, performance. Overall, I'm really impressed of the Model Y. I was just slightly disappointed in the performance, in the power output, because nowadays, like bringing MG IM6, you know, outputs 751 horsepower. So it would be great for Tesla to also offer that. But again, some people claim that, you know, but they don't want to cannibalize on the Model S or the Model X. Who cares about those cars? They are low volume cars. And we just make Tesla great again. Make the Model Y kicks ass for the Lord. Yes. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.